got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Yeldon, the lone running back. Throwing now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jay Howard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Bortles to throw on second down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that... And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julius Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on second down is Smith. Finding time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch count.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns is a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll give the Chiefs a first down. On 1st and 10, Smith. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Quick spin around the league while we have a second. Looking down at the notes from this past Sunday. Drew Brees, what an excellent game. Over 400 yards. A.J. Green was the top receiver at 180. And then Lamar Miller was the only running back on Sunday to hit the century mark.
He made a nice move from Miami to Houston and is now the definite lead back there. You mentioned Drew Brees. How about what he did with his receivers? Brandon Cooks, he and Brees hooked up for a 98-yard touchdown pass, which is a franchise record, and Willie Snead had a big day as well, over 100 yards in receptions.
Now it's Smith. Hard throw, incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the back goes into motion. They are going for it. It's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure.
Travis Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Here's Smith. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Three yards to go here on second down. Here's Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. Going underneath for Charles. That one good for 21 yards. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply try to be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's caught right side, it turns. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. The 40. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket. to find angles to throw the ball through.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, the spin. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's going to let it fly. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Conley's got it over the middle. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Smith. A dump off for Charles. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Smith. He's got time. Now a desperation throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he knocks it through. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 3rd. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.